Hello everyone, welcome back to another M19 draft video. Let's see what we got in this pack here. Let's just jump straight into it. We got Arcadis the Strategist as our rare here. 3/5 Flying Vigilance. Whenever you play a creature with Defender, you draw a card, and Defender creatures, blah blah blah. It's a 3/5 Flying Vigilance, which is pretty cool. I do like the Skyride Patrol. It's gonna be this cutie dragon. Alright. So, one with machine, not for us. We don't have any other artifacts just yet. Let's see, this is only creatures with defender assigned combat damage equal to their toughness, right? Well, maybe we can pick up some wolf mists or whatnot. Have 2 mana 5/5s. Ooh, I do like a Wind Mage. I do like Enigma Drake, but no, I'm not gonna add red to this band start off. Don't hate Daggerback Basilisk. I think even Wind Mage will have the biggest upside for us. I'm just gonna pick that. And if you hear something weird going on in the background, that's the dog. He's having a good time. All right, look at this pack. Alright, we got a Rejuvenator that helps us smooth out mana. We have a Metamorphic Alteration. I do like this card. Rupture Spire might be okay. I really like Metamorphic Alteration because you can either make one of your big guys one of your guys into a big guy your opponent has, or you can shrink one of your opponent's big guys to, you know, the smallest thing you have or they have. Like if they have a 5/5 Vigilance and a 1/1, you can make the 5/5 Vigilance a 1/1. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this Metamorphic Alteration because it is a fun card to use. Ooh, Rabbit Bites, Gift of Paradise, Switcheroo, Pegasus Courser. This is a pretty awesome pack. With what we have right here, I don't really like Switcheroo all that much. I do like a Gift of Paradise. I do like a Rabbit Bite a lot, actually. Kind of hope this. Now I'm really hoping that this blue-black, not the blue-black, the blue-green elf wheels. Kind of like a Rabbit Bite, so I'm just gonna pick that. That's premium removal. And right now, I don't think... I do like the gift, but I don't really feel that we need it just yet. Well, here's a Wall of Mist. Also Gear Per Guide, Angel of the Dawn. Do like that as well. Titanic Growth. Isolate, just meh rare. We're now going to treat this as a 3/5 Flying Vigilance for 4 mana, which is good in and of itself. So I'm not going to pick up these Wall of Mists right here, right now, when we have better stuff to get. You know, if we end up getting some lost Wall of Mists and lost cards in the pack, then it's fine. I'm just going to stick with Gear Per Guide here. Stay on color. Not make the white splash too much. Alright. Alright. Gigantosaur, look at that. Wow. Will we be ever able to play that? I don't know. I honestly don't know. We could take an Anticipate. Does trigger our Wind Mage. Helps us dig for lands and the right color. We can pick up more 2-drops later. This is not really impressive. Totally lost. I guess it's fine. I'm just gonna pick this Anticipate here. Okay, so I don't hit a Divination. I do like a Thornhide Wolves. It might just be this Rupture Spire just to make this splash more easy. So I'm just gonna do that. I think we can pick up Divinations or Rules later on in the drafts. Guess it's Wall of Vines? No. I like Wall of Mist better than a Wall of Vines. I'm just gonna pick this axe. You can always play an axe. Alright. Oaken form it is, I guess. I'll take a cancel. I don't even hate a frilled sea serpent. It does block a lot of things. Plus, the 7 mana can't be blocked. There's nothing to snuff it either. Might just give you the extra bit of reach through a cluttered up board or something. Like if you have a stalemate with your opponent, you know, having your 4/6 be unblockable is actually pretty decent. But we are looking for creatures that actually do something here, because we only have Wind Mage, Guides, Arcades, and Sea Serpent right now. And one of the reasons why I'm not picking the Defenders more highly, even though this does work with Defenders, is that the Defenders on their own don't really do that much. They don't help you win the game, they just help you stall the game, right? So in the end, they are... Ooh, I think it's just totally lost here. Just ways for you to help control the game a bit, but to be quite honest, they only do stuff when you have Arcades on the board, so I don't mind picking some up. Ooh, this is a good gentleman, Leonin War Leader. Create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens with a lifelink that are tapped and attacking. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Also Vampire Sovereign, that's a really good card. And a tap land that's pretty much perfect for us, but I'm not gonna pass Alien War Leader. Let's just take you. And I think we should really start prioritizing fixing if we want to play this double white card. Let's see, what do we have here? Ayani's Last Stance. Student. Whenever a creature or planeswalker you control dies, you may sacrifice If you do, create a 4/4 white avatar token with flying. When the spell opponent controls causes you to discard this card, if you control planes, create a 4/4 white avatar creature token flying. That's not too shabby. But I actually like this Harvesters Cage a bit better. This just removes anything that you need removed. And again, a Meandering River. I just think this cage is better. I'm just gonna pick that. Manalith and Meteor Golem. I did say that I should take the mana fixing rod. We could also just say splash green for this Arcades. In that case, I really like this Meteor Golem. I'm just gonna pick the Meteor Golem here. Alright, this pack is pretty mediocre. We're gonna pick up the wolves here. You can pick up a boar. I don't like a boar. Not a fan of a boar. I guess it's just the wolves. Okay, none of this is too exciting. I don't feel like picking the second cancel. I don't know if this is a Dwarven Priest deck. We don't seem to be too fast. This 2/4 does block a lot. Might just take this Invoke just to have it. Then again, we also saw some Naturalizes pass by. I guess it's fine. Although, having said that, this guy does make tokens, right? Makes the Dwarven War Priest a bit better. Right, so how greedy can I be? The answer is a lot. Haha. Got him. Alright. Terrible pack is terrible. Let's see, we could take this Gearsmith Guardian, but we only have like 1, 2, 3 blue creatures for it. That's not too bad. I mean, good. I mean, I should stop and think before I say something. Might just be this growth here. Alright, take it back, Basilisk. That's a pretty nice pickup. Declare dominance is also pretty okay. Let me just take this declare dominance. This mana base is gonna be a mess if we do that. Maybe it's just a Basilisk wheel. It's due to that touch. Trades with everything. Can hold down the fort. I don't think the meandering rivers are gonna wheel, because we did see some artifact matter stuff, and well, there's a mana lith. I'll actually take that over anything else. That does fix our mana. So we should be looking to fill up this a bit. We have 4 cards for 2 mana, and none of them do anything or much on turn 2. Alright. This is interesting. I'm just gonna pick this chip plane here. Alright, this is not interesting at all. Hey look, it's a naturalize. I really don't like Swift Claws. I don't know, something in me just hates these 3/1s that don't do anything else. Alright, so none of the tiplands came back, unfortunately. So at the very least we can splash white for this Arcades and the Harvesters Cage. Oh, this is a good point. This is also a good boy. This is also a good boy. Man, this is a pretty nice pack. Alright, so... well, we are sure to be... what are we sure of? So, for me the question is gonna be, what do I like more? You know what, I'm just gonna pick this Horizon Scholar. And be happy with that. Wall of Mist, please wheel. I want it. I want another Meteor Golem. Those are just epic. Well, there's the Shield Mare. Look at that. Also Aviation Pioneer, Greenwood Sentinel, Swiftclaw. I just like a Vimare. Ooh, Take Vengeance is pretty okay. Let's take that. I see, this might be just too greedy having the double blue here. Like you the least of our critters. Let's see, we have 13 creatures. Don't hit a Nightly Valor, that's basically a creature. Don't hit Highland Game. I'm just gonna take this Nightly Valor. I'm gonna be real greedy here. Another Basilisk or Snapper. I like Snappy. Snappy D is good. Also, actually, Rupture Spire. We do need the fixing. Another subplane, eh? Look at that. Look at that. Also, Liliana's contract. Bum bum bum. What do we need? What do we want? Well, we do have an Oaken Form, we do have a Marauder's Axe. These subplanes might not be the worst. Maybe 3 is a bit much. All right. Oh. Nothing really interesting here. I'll just take this. Apparatus, I guess. Well, I do say that 3 chip lanes is a bit much, but we don't have anything else going on too early. So... Ooh, declare dominance. That might be okay. Let's see, we do have to make some cuts here, though. Gonna cut you. Maybe we are just splashing blue here. Let's see, let's add a guide, sure. Don't hate that. Well, I guess we're playing this Swiftclaw. Or this Inspired Charge. It does work kind of nicely with this Warrior, though. You know, attack. Make 2 1/1s. Give the whole team +2/+1. And another chip lane. Alright, I'll take that over an Orcus dude every time of... Oh boy, that actually works quite well. Alright, I'll take it, I'll take it. Like I say, I do like this Night Splash because it does work nicely on like a DeLuit chip lane, on something like Fine Mare or something. 15 creatures, that's pretty fine. This is basically a creature, so 16. I do like that. We have Rupture Spikes to facilitate a splash for blue, as well as this Manalith. Interesting to see that none of these walls came back. Anyway, it's fine, it's fine. 3/5 flyer with Vigilance is fine. It's pretty darn good, actually. And we have a nice playset of Picture Planes. You know what, I'm just gonna take out this axe, because we do have Pledge, we do have Oaken Form, we have Knightly Valor. I like all of these a bit better than Marauder's Axe. I kind of feel like we still need 1 cut here. Maybe just one of these chip lanes is too many. 3 might just be fine. I like 3. Alright, so 2 Rupture Spires. Let's add some basic lands. Let's just do 1 basic island. Let's see. Sort by color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so that's a pretty even split. So let's make this 7, 7. Then we have 7, 8, 9, 10 sources of white, 10 sources of green, and 4 sources of blue. Okay, that's fine. I can work with that. Let's sort these by converted mana cost. Save the deck. We don't have any real combat tricks, right? No. It'll be fine. Have faith in me, everyone. I'm gonna be real here. I am really tired though. Just got back from working. And I can actually feel most of my muscles aching. Ugh. Ooh, that's really small. Let's make this a bit bigger. Alright, we won the die roll versus... Ooh, Wizard of the Coast coverage. Dude. Nathan H. Good luck and have fun. Let's make a good impression here. Alright, we will play first. Well, it's a bit of an iffy hand, but look at this. We have Firemore, War Leader, and Arcades. I'm just gonna keep this. And we are on the play here, and we do some time to draw into a 2-drop or 3-drop. So, well, our opponent molds to 6. So let's play a forest past the turn. Doesn't really matter what we start off with here. Alright, island for our opponents. Passes the turn back. Another land. That's not really what we were looking for, but sure, sure. I'm just gonna F6 here. Oh dear, the blue-black control deck? Omen Speaker. That's pretty okay. Alright, let's see what our opponent does here. Nathan H. Why is this bigger again? I just look over the laptop and see like this sliver of white just beside the overlay, and I'm like, what? What? Alright. One on the bottom, one on the top. Okay, sure, sure. 3-drop. Alright, that works with Arcades. Doesn't really matter which land we play, so let's go ahead, Manolith, and pass the turn. And let's see what they do. If they play like a black creature, I kind of favor Firemore, but if they don't really do much, I'm just gonna go ahead and play this War Leader. And I think they're keeping up Essence Scatter here. What do I value more? I think I value the War Leader more than the Firemore. So if you guys wanna go ahead and counter this, by all means go ahead. And it's resolved. Interesting. Alright, I'm just gonna pause here. See no reason to not do that. Alright, can I yield to that? Sure. Alright, just play something dumb, so we can resolve either one of these. Alright, 2-headed zombie, I'll take it. And no attacks. Interesting. Nightly Vetter. Oh boy, we can make this a huge. Kinda like that a lot. Well, we do have an opening here to play this War Leader. That may just be better, or this Arcades. You know what? Let's just play this War Leader here. And I'm just gonna smash with this this Firemore. Next turn we can either make this Firemore larger, we can cage something, we can Arcades. For now this is fine. Alright, our opponent is going to attacks. Sure, get in there with your fortune, that is fine with me. And guess I'm taking 4. And a dwindle. Okay, that is sad. We can just get rid of the dwindle, right? That feels pretty okay, let's do that. And then we can smash for a lot. Alright. You block one of the tokens, sure. And I'll just play a land here. I don't have a real reason not to. Alright, our opponent gains a life, goes back up to 8. And the reason I play a land here, if we draw like a 3-drop or something, maybe we can bait out something if they are indeed holding a counterspell or something. No, they just scoop. Alright, I'm pretty happy with these results. Alright. So I think I do like something like Invoke or Naturalize here. We saw Dwindle, we saw something that gained them life. Just gonna bring in this Invoke. Is there anything I want to take out here? We only saw 2 creatures, a 1/3 and a 4/2. So maybe just declare dominance. It doesn't really feel like we need it. So I'm just gonna submit here. Actually, maybe just this. No, Pledge makes the 2-drops insanely better. I was like, what if they have instant speed removal or balance that makes our auras that much worse? Then again, our 1/3s are not gonna do much except for, you know, early stallings. And this is not a hand we're gonna keep. Look at this. Talk about auras. You know what? We have a Take Vengeance. We basically exchanged 2 auras for a removal spell. I'm just gonna keep this. Our opponent multi-6 as well. So let's take a look. As unfortunate as it is, I don't think we need this. This is a pretty bad hand. Alright, that doesn't do much either. Still, we might just draw into like a 2-drop or 3-drop at some point. Apparently not. Alright. Just drawing lands and mana sources, that's fine as well. Oh, Divination. That's a pretty good one. Especially on this board. No one is fashionably late to the party here. Alright. I'm just gonna play this, represent some pressure. Alright, I'm just gonna pause here. Let's see what our opponent does. I think if they play something, step out, I might just open farm this chip lane, depending on what we draw. Alright, that's kinda iffy. I'm pretty sure Magical Line is just trolling me now. Alright, I'm just gonna play this Manolith, and then next turn we can Knightly Valor. Unless they want to counter this. It's resolved. Alright. Alright, look at this. Omen Speaker. They're just keeping up the cancel mana here. Right. Let's see what they do with the Scry 2. They kept 2 cards on top. That's not what you want to see, right? That means that they're happy with what they saw. I really don't know if they're bluffing here. Oh boy. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna try and bait the counterspell. If they have it, then so be it. But then I think this Vimare is gonna resolve. There we go. There's the cancel. I'm okay with that. And I'm just gonna attack here. I don't think it really matters if we attack or not, but sure. You know, just in case they end up deciding not to block. Of course they block, but you know, on the off chance. Alright, let me just F6 here, and hope that we can real Vimare next turn. Come on. Alright, I like this a lot. And a lance, alright. So we have a Weimar. And we are gonna make it huge. That is an 8/6 hexproof that can't be blocked by black creatures. That feels pretty okay. So I feel that's short of something like a board wipe. They're never gonna get rid of this. Plus they're only stuck on one swamp, so no latest grass. Alright, that's a pretty good one. That is a pretty good one. But we do have an invoke. Well, that's not it. So if we attack here, we're just gonna trade this Weimar for a Gearsmith Guardian and an Omen Speaker. That doesn't do much. So I kinda like to keep on passing here. And that might be a mistake because we are not actively applying pressure on our opponents. Alright, go ahead and anticipate. And now we do risk that they find something like Disperse or something to bounce this Oaken form, which would be pretty sad. And a Fell Spectre, oh that's sad. Well, I guess I'm gonna lose 2 life here. Alright, give me something awesome here. It'll do in a pinch. You know what? I'm just gonna offer the trade here with these 2 for the Weimar. It's a 2 for 2. Right. And then we still have the bigger creatures. Are they gonna risk it for the biscuits? They are gonna risk it for the biscuits. Can I order? No. Okay, cool. Did I click past that? I did. Sure. Alright, so we do have the bigger creatures here, and that is relevant. Oh, attack an A. Right, so we take 5 and we attack back for 8 if they don't have something. I'm just gonna take this here. I think we can take it. Oh no! That's a good one. Oh dear, oh dear. This is... Oh, and we just roll lands here. Alright. That's a good one. This is getting scary. Alright, let's see if we can kill this this 2-headed zombie. Yes, you as well, thank you. Alright, we drop down to 8, our opponent is 24, this is... ugh. Oh no! And a snapper. Okay, cool, cool. You got snaps. Alright, we do have a... Oh, yeah, that's pretty nice, that's pretty nice. You know what, I'm just gonna offer the trade here with the flyer, so attack with the boar. They have no ground guys, so we might as well just get in there. So blue, 1, There we go. Play this color. Oh, I'm gonna bottom this forest. Gonna keep this meteor column. That's pretty nice. And we're gonna pass the turn. So now we can destroy probably this sovereign, right? Oh, they're gonna have the Lich's Caress. Oh, no. So they're gonna attack us to 1 for 7, and then we're just dead. Yeah. Okay. Just more lands. Okay. So what are we gonna do here? I'm just gonna bring in this Mighty Leap. Maybe we can surprise our opponents. What else do I like? Or do I not like? Maybe this Nightly Feathers is a bit too slow. Actually, I like Nightly Valor over Night's Pledge. Alright, maybe just bring in this Naturalize. And let's play the 41 special here. Alright, we will play first. And, well, we're just going to keep it because we have 2 lands and a Manalith. Alright, so it's a bit risky, but let's hope we get there. Oh, the turn 1 fountain. Okay. Well, we are drawing lands. Kinda wish it was a green one, but can't complain. Can't complain. Alright, if we find one more land, we at least have this. Where were you a turn ago? We at least have a turn for wolves, which I guess is fine. Anticipate? Alright, buddy. Oh, they're gonna keep up cancel. Well, we didn't find our lands. I'm just gonna play this chip play, and if they wanna cancel that, sure, by all means, go ahead. Alright, let's just pass it up here. This fountain is doing a lot of work when it gets played early. This is a revelation. Alright, still keeping mana up, right? I value these wolves more of this Nightly Valor, so I'm just gonna go ahead and see if we can do this. There's the cancel. There we go. Sure. Now let's just attack with this chip lane. Alright, 5th land. Alright, see if we can resolve a wolves after our attack. Uncomfortable chill. Interesting. Are they keeping up? We haven't seen an essence scatter, right? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. No! Oh boy. This is so annoying. Well, still no creature. I guess we just go Oaken Form. We might as well just see if we can kill this Snapper. Alright. At least we're for 4-6 on the board. So short of Lich's Caress, I don't think they have a real way to get rid of it. The Dwindle, of course. Oh, well, let's see if they have an auto cancel. Well, they're waiting. No, it resolves. Alright. Get the Dwindle. Sure. Let's go ahead, attack for a 4. Yeah, might as well just go ahead and play Disruptor Spire. No, they're responding. What are you going to do? Oh, just drawing a card. That's fine. So they are digging. Which is a good sign. But sooner or later one of us is bound to draw something. And our opponent indeed did. Alright, so we have... How many creatures do we have? 16, 17? No, we just draw land. So we've just seen one creature in 14 cards. 2 creatures in 14 cards, right. One of these days. One of these days. Well, we do have some time. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I don't like seeing that. At all. Well... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, we have 16 cards. And that doesn't work like they want it to work. So our opponent was like, "Oh snap, artifact! Thought it was permanent," and I was like, "If only, if only." All right, so they're getting in there for 3. But yeah, 16 cards and only 2 creatures. We are bound to draw something, right? We should be drawing stuff here. Oh no, they have more. Oh boy. Well, it's a 3/5 flyer. I'll take it. I'll take it. So let's add blue. Boop boop boop. Arcades. We do this inspired charge, so we can actually eat something here. Oh. Oh, they respond with "oh my." You see why that's especially funny. Costly point. Oh yeah. So indeed, they just played this one with machine before this guardian. Yeah, that is indeed a puns. Costly puns. Well, happens to the best of us. And I really hope that my typing is not too loud for everyone. Happens to me all the freaking time, yeah. I feel your plight, man. I feel your plight. I know what you're talking about, Nathan H. Oh boy. Alright, so let's have 5 here. So what do we want to get rid of the most? I think this 3/5, because it tends to become quite a lot bigger than this sovereign. We can block this sovereign all day, any day. So let's hope they don't drew some something here. Plus, if they have something like recursion, then... Oh, that's fine, that's just a land. Then getting this back over a Guardian is so much better. They are putting in some work, getting rid of my life total here. So sure, I'll lose 2 life. Alright, give me something. I'll take it. I'll take it. All day, any day. So as for now, I do feel that our board is slightly better than our opponents. Although they can't really attack with their dudes, we can't really attack with our Courser. And attacking here does really nothing. Maybe I do actually want the axe, just to have something that makes our creatures bigger and doesn't go away when our creature dies. And as it is, we don't have a real way to smash through our opponent's board, which is kind of sad. Okay. That does something. So maybe they were trying to see if they could engineer a situation where they could maybe kill this Arcades, but no, that's never gonna happen. I do like Meteor Golem right here. That's a really good troll. So what I'll do is go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. M19 is grindy as hell. Yeah, I know, I know. Let's shoot this this sovereign here. Boom. Now we can attack with Arcades and the Courser. And our opponent just scooped. I just responded to their comment with, sometimes the Acrodex can be scarily fast, and I'm just gonna here say thanks for the games. And that's it. So, why was I gonna concede? I was like, just moments of, no. Can we try some cards here? Guides, another golem. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, this would have been the comeback of the century. Alright, so after indeed a grindy AF match, we got the first one in the bag. So I'm just gonna go ahead, feed my pets for a moment, and then we're gonna be back for a match 2. And alright, so here is match 2. And yeah, about that. You guys can probably guess by the sudden appearance of the, Sarcom chibi picture instead of, my face. And I guess that's an improvement for some people. But yeah, this is post-commentary. So yeah, we're switching commentary type halfway between the halfway the video. That's it, period. And that's because I'm just a massive unit. I'm just a complete idiot. Because in my infinite wisdom, I decided to turn off the camera while feeding the pets. And that's because they tend to get really, really excited, so the cat and the dogs, and they just make a lot of noise. So, I kept the stream open and whatnot with the break sign up, and I was like, yeah, let's just switch off the camera for a moment. Or not the camera, the microphone. And when I picked up the recording, when I just went into match 2, I completely forgot to switch on the microphone. So I'm just a massive idiot. So yes, for these 2 matches you're gonna have to do with post commentary, and I sincerely apologize for that, but I hope you can agree that that's quite a funny story. Anyway, I kept this hand because we had 3 lands with a Manolith, and you know, any 4th land here would play us a turn 4 Thornhide Wolves into maybe a turn 5 Horizon Scholar, which seemed pretty decent. So decided to just keep that. And we drew a Fine Mare, which is pretty nice. Unfortunately, our opponent is stuck on 1 land. By unfortunately, that's for them, of course. I mean, at this point, it's starting to look like a free win for us. Although, of course, we haven't really done anything yet. But hey, here they go. Here they go. They found their 2nd lands and play a Goblin Instigator. But we're gonna outclass them pretty heavily in the next bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play this War Leader. Feels pretty better than a Fine Mare. Like if they add like a 1/1 to the board, then you can just trade their board for a Fine Mare, whereas they can't do that with the War Leader. Plus the War Leader does make tokens on its own. Yeah, and here the crash through. So our opponent is really just digging for an answer, just digging for a land, just digging for anything basically here. Because yeah, this is their turn 4, they missed 2 land drops and they just scoop it up, and I can't blame them. Like if they missed a land here, yeah, it's pretty hard to come back from that. So I pretty much no information here. I think I do come back to the point where that we made earlier, that maybe the Marauder's X is better over the Knight's Pledge. Yeah, here I just toy briefly with a notion to bring in a 4th Daybreak chip lane, and there I go, switching the Knight's Pledge for the Marauder's X, but then switching it back again, because the Marauder's X, it's only +2/+0, the Pledge is +2/+2, and the Marauder's X in total is 4 mana, although, yeah, if your creature dies, the equipment stays on the field, so there is an upside, there's a downside, there's a pro, there's a con, and I ended up not changing anything here. Alright, the Uber Green hand, I decided to keep this, just because we can go Daggerback, Basilisk, or Guide into hopefully Weimar with an Oaken form. From what we've seen so far, an 8/6 hexproof seems pretty much unable to beat for our opponent, but here they show their true colors. They were playing Ragdolls, the red-black deck, and they were just missing their black. Well, they were missing multiple lands, but they were also missing their black, so I guess I'm not wrong there. But yeah, lead up with the forest, pass the turn back. They have a Child of Night. Alright. Look, we drew a 2-drop, but unfortunately, no lands, and we can't cast this particular 2-drop. So we just passed it back without having done anything. Our opponent plays their 3rd lands, and a Skymarsh Bloodladder. Pretty nice. They're going to put it to 17 here. Nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. Alright, Rupture Spy here was just laughing out loud. I was like, yeah, this is not the land we needed, but the land we deserve. So yeah, there we go. It's a 3rd land, at the very least. But yeah, just pass it back. We still can't do anything. And our opponent just keeps on pressuring us. 4th land, they're going to play 4-drop here, Havoc Devils, 4/3 Trample. They're going to attack us, put us down to 13. And yeah, we're in a pretty tight spot here, because our opponent does have 7 power on the board. We're at 13, so that's a 2-turn clock. So we do have to do something here. And I could play this Fine Mare, block the Havoc Devils, prevent 3 damage. Only taken 5. But I end up playing this, the Gearper Guide. It also trades with the Devils. We do take 1 more point of damage. We drop down to 7 if they attack with everything. But hopefully we can stabilize after that. So of course, all in the red zone, that is. And our opponent has really no reason to hold back here. So yeah, we're gonna have to trade this guide for the Havoc Devils. Alternatively, we could have played the Weimar, blocked the Child of Night. If they attack with that, but then we're still taking 6, right? So I'd rather just have the big creature off the board. So we're at 7, our opponent is at 27, and interestingly enough, it's a hostile Minotaur in main phase 2, in the second main phase. They could have just had this on the field and attacked us down to 4, but no. Alright, so drew land, play the Thornhide Rules, and we're still, yeah, we're still being pressurized by this Bloodletter. So let's see what our opponent does. They just pass the turn. Attack with everything, and I'm just really feeling that they have something like a Sure Strike or something in hand. But yeah, we can't afford not to block, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Block this Minotaur. Prevent as much damage as possible. Alright, that just happens. And lever axe to the face. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. Alright, so I'm gonna bring in the 4th Daybreak Chaplain, just to have the incremental life gain, just to have the 1/3 blocker. Check out the Declare Dominance. It seems a bit slow in this matchup, so let's just try it like this. This is the meme hand. This is the meme hand. Just a place that Chaplains in our opening hand. I'm just gonna keep this. At this point, I'm like, I don't care whatever happens. This is just too epic for words. We can just go Chaplain into Chaplain into Chaplain. Have all the 1/3 life linkers forever. This is so epic. So I lead up with the planes. Pass the turn back to Siroseki. Or Siroseki, I really don't know. But anyway. Swamp for our opponent. They pass the turn back. Here we go. Another lands. Right, that's one more land close to this Weimar. So you just go ahead, play a Chaplain. And well, let's just see. Alright, second swamp, Child of Night, that's fine. We have the 1/3s for days, and there we have the Weimar mana, almost there. So I'm just gonna attack here, see no reason not to. If they block, they lose the 2-1. If we get through, it's still a 2-point life swing, and we do have the blocker in the second main phase. So play the Forest, play a Chaplain, and there we go. Well, obviously no attacks for our opponents, and Sovereign's Bite, look at that. Really aggressive, they just drained 3 life, 6-point life swing. I guess they're just trying to stall here as much as possible. Alright, I'm just gonna attack here with the two Chaplains, back to 2020 in a moment. Back to the status quo. And then we're gonna play this Weimar, so unless they're finding some red soon, they're gonna have some trouble with this 5/3 that's basically unblockable and unkillable for our opponent. So 4 lands, still nothing for our opponent. They have 5 cards in hand. Alright, this is fine. We have this Rupture Spire, so we can play both the Courser and the Rupture Spire. So I'm just gonna attack here with everything, swing for 7. Still no blocks. So our opponent drops down to 13 life. We go back up to 22. I'm just gonna add a 3/3 to the board. So I'm feeling pretty confident at this point in time. Second Sovereign's Bite. Alright, stealing 3 life once again. I couldn't care less about the 3 life they steal, the 3 life they gain. Alright, land not what we want to see here. I'm just, again gonna swing with everything. They can jump the Courser, but no, our opponent just decides to drop down to 6, taking 10 damage. So here we go. Double Chaplain. Just because we can. So, just between you and I, if not for these Sovereign's Bites, our opponent would be dead by now. But, hey look, they did find their red mana. They play a hostile Minotaur. Obviously, no attacks. They're really on the defensive here. Alright, drew another land. So here I'm like, do I want to attack with everything, or do I just want to keep this fine mare back and hope to bait the trade between Minotaur and Courser, giving my fine mare free reign next turn? And I think the correct play here would have been to just attack with everything, force trade between mare and Minotaur. They would have jumped the Courser with the Child of Night, taken 4, gain 2 life, effectively just drop down nets to 4 life. But I offer them the trade with Courser, but they don't take it. Alright, they go to 5. We still have the fine mare. And we are still under no pressure whatsoever. We're at 25 life, they're at 5. And they only have a 3-3 while we have a board full. Granted, not the biggest of creatures, but it's still pretty hard to deal for our opponents. Pretty hard to deal with. So, alright, Goblin Instigator, that's a good blocker. And that's 2 more bodies to the board. Alright, unfortunately, yet again a land. But yeah, here I'm just gonna swing with everything. I'm feeling pretty confident. We are gonna keep a large dude one way or the other. We're gonna get in for at least 2 points of damage. We're gonna go back up to 28. And yeah, that's pretty okay. So even if they do start playing some bigger creatures, start to choke down the board, then we have all the time in the world to find answers to that and smash through. But yeah, we still have like 2 1-3s and a 3-3, so they gotta have something, right? They're still pretty dead. They have to have at least 2 creatures here if they want to survive. Alright, there's a Bucket Brute. That's 1 creature. That's 1 blocker. That can trade with my Courser, but they still need a second creature. Otherwise, these 2 planes will still do 3 damage. But our opponent passes the turn. I don't know what they have here. I don't think they can have anything. Maybe a Nightmare's Thirst, but that's about it. So I'm just straight to combat. Attack with everything. We go to blocks. And our opponent blocks the Courser with the Brood. And just dies. That's just it. Alright. So, match 3. It's a bit of a tricky hand. We have 3 lands. We have a Fine Mare. That's the first thing we can play, actually. But I decided to take the risk. Keep this hand. And, alright, that's our 4th land. So we do have this Fine Mare mana. And I was pretty much banking on, you know, drawing one of the planes, maybe a guide, maybe a Daggerback Basilisk or something, you know, just to have something before this Fine Mare. Alas, we don't. So our opponent plays a reassembling skeleton, which is a pretty annoying dude, but we're gonna play a Fine Mare. I hope that it resolves. I mean, we're playing the blue-black deck, and I'm always terrified of the control version. But yeah, we play this Rupture Spire, get that out of the way. We take one of the because of the skeleton. Our opponent doesn't do anything, so I'm kind of suspecting they have something like cancel. So yeah, but we have nothing to play either way, so I think it's just fine. Right, so with 3 lands we pass the turn back to our opponent. Our opponent just plays a 4th land, attacks us for 1. And I don't think they do anything else here. I say that, they play a Skeletal Archer. You know, one of these days, I'm actually going to say things that are correct. Well, Skeletal Archer drops us down to 17. And time for us to go ahead and play this Fine Mare. So yes, our opponent can attack with the Archer, drop us down to 14, but then we have this Fine Mare and we can play a Knightly Valor. And they have only black creatures on board, right? So we're just about to have a 7/5 hexproof vigilance, pretty much unblockable guy for them. So they attack with the Archer. I'm just gonna take the 3 damage here. I'm not gonna trade it with my Fine Mare. My Fine Mare is gonna do so much work, I feel like. So I'm not about that trading. Alright, Knight's Pledge. That's not That's not bad, actually. So here we have the option of playing a Knightly Valor. We can play Thornhide Wolves. We could blow our cage, but we could also just Rabbit Bite, kill the Skeletal Archer, or at least try to. If they have a cancel, they can of course just counter that, but it doesn't happen. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this Knight's Pledge on the Fine Mare, make it a 7-5 in a moment. Here we're just debating the merit of it. There we go. 7-5 hexproof. Yeah, they're never going to get rid of this if they're just mainly black based. So swinging for 7, drop our opponent down to 13. Well, basically 14 with his Neonate. But yeah, I feel pretty good about this situation here. Hard Blade. Sure, that's fine. You can have that. Alright, our opponent just has 1 card in hand. So I'm feeling really confident about it. So unless they're backing like a counterspell or something, we can next turn either go Thornhide Wolves, have a 4-5 on the board, or we can Knightly Valor on the Fine Mare, have a 9-7 hexproof, unblockable guy with vigilance, and an extra 2/2 Knight token. So yeah, I feel like we're just yeah, I'm just really confident in this game. At least in this match. I should game. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Haha. Alright, so our opponent correctly attacks. I mean, they can't block, might as well get the 4 damage in, and they pass the turn. Alright, 6 land. So 1 mana shy of this Meteor Golem. So I'm just gonna go ahead, play this Knightly Valor. And it's gonna resolve in about a second. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna send this buffed up Weimar. This Weimar just went to the gym like crazy, worked out like mad. That is one thick boy. And we're gonna smash our opponent in the face for 9. Dropping them down to 4 while 5 with the Neonate. Alright, play the forest, pass the turn. So our opponent just they have to have a blue creature here. Otherwise they're just dead to this Fine Mare. Alright, good top deck for our opponent. Omen Speaker allows them to scry. But yeah, we do have this this Hieromancer's Cage and this Meteor Golem, so I feel pretty much like they're dead to rights here. They're just dead man walking. They just don't know it yet. So our opponent passes the turn back. They do they swing here? I mean, no, they of course they don't swing here. We have a 9/7 blocker and a 2/2. Yeah, no reason to attack here. So Druland, alright, we have Meteor Golem mana, so I might as well add the 3/3 to the board. That is more proactive than the cage. So there we go. And it looks like our opponent wasn't sandbagging a cancel, they were sandbagging an Essence Scatter. Alright, that's fair, fine. So let's just force a block here, attack with the Fine Mare. And the Omen Speaker gets thrown in front of the the bus here. The card, I guess I should say. So we pass the turn back to our opponents. And again, they have to have an answer here. They have to have a blue creature, otherwise they're just dead. And even if they have a blue creature, well, Hieromancer's Cage does make short work of it. Alright, so anticipate, they're really digging here. Yeah, they are highlight. Whatever they have as an answer, we have this Hieromancer's Cage. Even if they bounce one of the enchantments, they're still dead. So this game is just over. Oh, our opponent, excuse me, realized that and Just scooped it up. Yeah, here I was talking about, yeah, we're never gonna see this Arcadis again. You know, just like Nicobalis, we only saw it in match 1, and then, well, they became shy again and just stayed in the deck. So, yeah, we're gonna go to game 2 here. We had a good start. Or rather, our opponent didn't have the most lucky start. Let's just see if I make any changes here. I don't think I do, no. We only saw a bunch of small, dirty dudes. There's no real reason to change up anything here. Alright, so game dos. Alright, pretty awkward hand. 2 forests, 3 white creatures, and a Manolith. So, I'm not gonna take the risk here. I'm just gonna mull this. Not much better, but let's just try it, okay? Alright, we're gonna bottom the plane here. We just want to find some gas here. Alright, drew another planes, obviously. So just gonna pause back the turn. At least we can have this turn 2 Rupture's Power out of the way if we don't draw anything. Alright, reassembling skeletons, fine. So we drew a DeLuit chip plane, so we're just gonna play that. Yeah, and what follows here is basically the saddest bit of Magic history you're ever gonna see. What's the game called where you just have two sides, two people or two groups of people pulling this bit of rope? Tug of war? This is gonna be the most weird tug of war ever. We don't really have anything to do here, so we're just gonna attack with this chip plane in a moment. And nothing else is gonna happen. There's just absolutely nothing. But yeah, we get this Rupture's Power out of the way. Just, yeah, pay the white for that. Just gonna attack with this chip plane. And then our opponent is gonna block. No, wait. I know what I did here. I was kind of afraid of the hard blade, so I chose not to attack here. Alright, so I'm gonna play the plane. And now I do feel confident in attacking into our opponent. If they have a hard blade, we do this inspired charge, so we just straight charge for a blade. And that seems fine to me. Alright, so we just attack for 1. They block with their skeleton. Obviously, they have no real reason not to. End step, they're gonna get it back. Untap, play a land, and nothing. Not even an attack here. They don't want to attack with his skeleton. Maybe they're just afraid of the auras. But yeah, they decide not to attack here. So I'm just gonna play a land here. 2 lands away from this meteor golem. Let's just attack with this 1/3 again. Sure, fine. So maybe we're not getting through for damage, but at least we're ticking up our life total. I guess that has to count for something. So in our end step, our opponent just gets back their reassembling skeleton. That's fine, sure. Alright, 6 land for our opponents. Yeah, still no attacks. Straight to the end step. We take a turn. Alright, another lands. Well, nothing to do here but to attack. See what happens. And of course, block with the little Skeletor. And he's back, of course. And anticipate. Ooh, our opponent is finding some more proactive things to do here. Alright, Omen Speaker, I guess that's, it's something, it's something. It's not much, but it does allow our opponent to scry a bit deeper. Now, they don't necessarily have to block with this skeleton and keep up the mana to do that, to get it back from the graveyard and all that. Alright, to combat still. No, I actually don't think. Well, they're really thinking about it. Oh, there they go. Finally, the Skeletor is allowed to attack. Drop us down to 22. Alright, we accept our turn. Alright, Arcades, the strategist. Look at that. So, here I'm gonna like, am I gonna walk into a counterspell here? I haven't done anything whatsoever so far. Alright, I'm gonna attack for 1 here. Just get that one life point. And I could go ahead play this Meteor Golem. But that doesn't do anything here, right? So I just end up playing this this Arcades. And here I'm like, oh my, they have the counterspell. We're waiting. They have the counterspell. They're about to click it. Then click the Arcades. Pay the mana. And then Arcades is gonna go straight to the Grumper. Oh boy. Oh boy. But no, he resolves. Alright. Liking it. So we pass the turn back. We have... We can't really do anything else here. Just waiting for our opponents. Alright, they're paying cost. Let's see what happens here. Oh boy. Oh boy, switcheroo. Switching the Omen Speaker with the Arcades. Oh man, that's sad. That is sad times. Yeah boy. Fountain of Renewal. That is insult to injury. It's really really interesting to see. This is the second match with Fountain of Renewal, and that thing has actually been doing some work. All right, again more lands. It's getting pretty awkward, so I'm just gonna go ahead, play this Meteor Golem. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to kill our own Arcades, but we don't really have a choice. 3/5 is pretty much too big to allow our opponent to have on the field, so just gonna kill that. We're gonna attack with the Chaplain and the Omen Speaker. Might just as well see if we can get some damage in, because they're gonna start to gain some life of their own. So we'll play Forest, pass the turn. So the game at this point is pretty much still completely open, right? Our opponent is getting some life, yes, but we are getting some life, okay. So it's all gonna come down to who is gonna draw their real threats, their ways to deal with their opponent first. Alright, Mind Rolled, sure, that's fine. That's not gonna do much. We can discard these Plains and this Vengeance. But yeah, we do still have this inspired charge. So if we get our opponent low enough, or we can maybe get some use it as a awesome combat trick to get rid of something. Oh boy, yeah, this is an issue. So I'm really surprised to see the animator here, because we haven't seen any artifacts in game 1, and now we just see randomly a Fountain of Renewal followed by an animator. Alright, but that's a 5/5. That's pretty sizable. That's an issue. I'm gonna be honest here, be real here. 5/5 is pretty sizable here, and we have unfortunately no way to deal with that, especially not since we discarded our Take Vengeance. So what I'm gonna do here, we drew a Daybreak Chaplain. I'm just gonna attack with everything in a moment. And my reason is, if they do block the 3/3, we can play the Inspired Charge, and unfortunately 2 for 1 ourselves, but at least we get the 5/5 out of the way. And if not, well, at least we're gonna tap some mana if they block with the Skeleton. We're probably gonna get in there for a point of damage. If they fear something like a combat trick, they're not gonna block with the animator. Alright, so hot skeleton on column action, and the the animated fountain is gonna block one of our 1-3s, but surprise, we have more. Still all these. Alright, so gonna pass the turn back to our opponents. And tapping for 5 mana, Liliana's Contract. Alright, that's a good draw for them. That neatly refills their hands. I'm always intrigued by this. I'm really intrigued by this card. I really like it. It's 5 mana, draw 4 cards, but yeah, you lose 4 life. So I guess if you're on the defense, it's a pretty bad draw. But in a situation like this, where it's either a stall, a stalemate, or something like that, it's really good. Unfortunately, we drew a land, so just gonna attack, see if we can still get the trade between Golem and Charge for the fountain. So our opponent goes ahead, blocks the 3/3 with their 5/5. And here I'm just, let's just try this. It's all or nothing at this point. And of course, that's when our opponent had to cancel. Neatly cancels the charge, so we're gonna lose our 3/3 here. Oh boy, this is gonna be an issue. Because our opponent is gonna go up to 5 cards again. Oh yeah, we only have 1 land. Their board is superior to ours. So, oh man. We are in a down spot indeed. Yeah, here I'm like, we had a pretty bad land to non-land ratio. Alright, Sky Scanner, our opponent draws another card. So suddenly we're showing all these artifacts. But then again, I guess our opponent does have stuff like Anticipate and Liliana's Contract, you know, to dig for either an animator or for an artifact to animate. Alright, so they decide to keep their animator back. I'm quite surprised by that, because I don't think they're going to block with that ever. And I don't think there are any flash creatures outside of black. You have the Higher Blade, 3/2, and you have Chromium, who is Esper. Although they might just be afraid that we splash for that. Alright, Yasin Epicure Blood combined with the Fountain of Renewal. Yeah, we're not gonna come back from this. So I'm just gonna scoop it up here. We go to the next game. See if we can 3. Oh, this draft. Alright, I'm gonna take out the Declared Dominance. It's a bit slow. Bring in the Invoke to deal with annoying artifacts or animated artifacts or whatever. Alright, this is a really bad hand. We're gonna mull this. Well, I guess I'm gonna keep this. But yeah, seeing your opening hand, no creatures and 6 lands, that's pretty bad. But sure, I'm just gonna keep this. Bottom the Gauge, because we really do want to have more proactive stuff. I mean, I don't want to cast my first creature at turn 5, or, well, with Monolith turn 4, against the control deck with stuff like Essence Scatter and Cancel. Oh, did I keep the Hieromancer's Gauge? I guess I just kept the Hieromancer's Gauge. But yeah, we're gonna have to draw something here to... Alright, that's an Arcades. Sure, that's fine. So, turn 3, we play this Monolith. Our opponent has 2 Swarms, so I'm pretty certain that we should be able to resolve an Arcades here. Or a Thornhide Wolves. I guess just a bit of foreshadowing, because we're going to play this Mind Rot. Oh boy, yeah. So we basically mulled to 4 cards here. Alright. So I'm going to discard the 4th and the Hieromancer's Gauge, because those do the least at this point. But yeah, that was a really clutch Mind Rot for our opponents. And here I'm just typing to them like, oh, that's so rude. That is so rude. Alright, so we take the turn. Alright, Daybreak to play. I'm just gonna go ahead, play this, play the Arcades, and cross my fingers that my opponent has no way to deal with that. They just responded with something like, yeah, well, I wish I had some blue or something, and I was like, yeah, fair enough, let's call it even. But I just typed that, and then our opponent does play the island. I'm like, never mind, this is not even by a long shot. I do quite enjoy the banter with this guy, Gil. I'm not sure, with Errol. Oh, at least they're a great person. So our opponent plays an Omen Speaker, it's presumably digging for either an answer to Arcades or for more lands. But yeah, we can get in there for 3 at the very least. Alright, Bristling Boar. We can definitely play that. Let's first attack for 3 damage here. Put our opponent to 17 life. There we go, play this boar. And pass the turn. Alright, 5th land for our opponents. So I'm really scared of the switcheroo here, but okay. Liliana's Contract. It's gonna refill our opponent's hand to 8 cards while dropping them to 13. So here I am, just this glimmer of hope is starting to dawn. At the very least, we're gonna drop our opponent to 10 life during our turn. Can we still get there, is what I'm asking myself. Can we still get there? First, a cleanup step. Our opponent has to discard. They're going to discard and anticipate. Sure. Alright, another Daybreak Chaplain. That's not really what we were looking for. I would have been really glad with a land there, but unfortunately, it's not meant to be. So they do chump the Bristling Boar. Sure, that's fine. Drop our opponent to 10. Play a Chaplain. And then just pass the turn back to our opponent. See what happens. Alright, Submerged Boneyard. That is their second blue, a Snapping Drake. Okay. That can at the very least trade with this Bristling Boar. And oh dear, that's a Fountain of Renewal. Well, that's gonna stimmy our aggressiveness a bit. Well, not our aggressiveness, but it's gonna stimmy our damage dealing capacity a bit. Alright, I'm just gonna swing with everything here. I mean, if they want to block the 1/3 lifelink, sure, they drop down to 3 life. Well, back up before with the fountain, but I believe they're going to trade here with the boar indeed. There we go. So I only deal 4 damage, and then we're going to play this basilisk. All right, pass the turn to our opponents. So they're going to go back up to 7. So let's see another lands. Ooh, they're tapping a lot. Oh yeah, that's really clutch. Alright, so Meteor Golem, sure. Kill our Arcades. That was pretty good for our opponent. So now we can't attack. Well, we did draw Rabbit Bite, so we can go ahead. Use the Basilisk to kill the 3/3 here. We're gonna play a Daybreak Chaplain after that. And we're gonna attack for 3, of course. Drop down our opponent to, well, in the end, 5 life for the because of the fountain. Alright, so another land for our opponent. They have 4 cards. Let's see what they do here. Epicure, that's a really good draw. That combos with the Fountain of Renewal. And of course, it's a second Fountain of Renewal. Oh boy, so now each turn, during their upkeep, they're gonna drain us for 2 life. Oh well, this is slightly awkward. Leonin War Leader, we can't cast that, unfortunately, because we lack the second white. So I'm just gonna attack with this Basilisk. Like, if they want to block, by all means. If they don't block, well, we do have 22 life, right? So we do have some time. So we get to keep them at 5 life here. So pass the turn back to our opponents. Yep, there they go. Drain us for 2, 4-point life swing. That's not too terrible at this point, I guess. Oh boy, that's another 4-4. This is becoming really problematic here. Horizon Scholar, really good dude. I really like this. This is, I don't know. I really like the blue flyers. Just a big fan of the blue X flying deck. All right, gear per guide. At least it's something, I guess. So I have no reason not to attack with this Daggerback Basilisk, so I'm just gonna keep you in there. Our opponent's still not blocking. I guess they have something. This is really interesting, but I don't know why they block, because if you had something like Titanic Growth, we would have just won on the spot, right? Yeah, alright. Our gear per guide gets scattered, and I'm slightly like, really, you counter that? But sure. So our opponent goes back up to 5. We drop down to 18. And see what our opponent does here. They have 2 cards. But they pretty much have the board precision here. And yeah, here I do highlight the irony of getting stuck on land, getting land flooded in game 2 and then stuck on lands in game 3. Right, Skyscanner, our opponent adds a 1/1 to the board while digging for more. Well, not necessarily digging, they just keep drawing cards. And a Snapperino. Alright, so I feel that the game is pretty much over at this point. They can attack next turn for 8. They can attack for 4 if they so choose this turn. So the drop is down to 14 here. In our opponent's upkeep, we go down to 12. They can attack us for 8 in the air. Down to 4. And yeah, this is a Night Splat. So this is pretty much game here. We're never going to get back from this. So here I'm tapping to our opponent like, well, who knew? Mulling to basically 4 and not finding any lands is bad for you. I'm amazed. But I quickly follow it up. But anyway, sweet control deck, man. Really epic smiley face. And our opponent is like, yeah, that's rough. So, they're, like I mentioned, we did have some friendly banter going on in this match. I have to say, I really enjoyed it because of that. So, they respond with like, yeah, this has to be pretty rough for you. And I'm pretty, and thanks for saying so. I'm pretty proud of the deck as it is. I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, they do have a pretty sweet control deck here. Look at this combo between Fountain of Renewal and Epicure. All the digging with Liliana's Contract, Omen Speaker, and all that anticipates. And I just wish my opponent some good luck in future matches and just scoop it up here. So that's the end. I really enjoyed this draft, and I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did playing this draft. Yeah, so I guess that's the end of this video. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, leave a like and whatnot, but you know, you're gonna see the outro in a minute, so you just wait for that, and just 15 seconds is gonna start. Pretty soon there will be a Q&A video and a channel update, but for now, I'm gonna bid you farewell. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to catch you next time. So, cheerio.